Okay, let's check out the piklopedia. Gonna say, I think it's the only thing. The segmented crabster from the creep crab family. This gigantic beast is wrapped in a hard shell. In a atypical evolution, the right front legs of this creature is hyperthalamic, taking on the function of an arm rather than a leg. Its asymmetric physical development is unique in the natural world. One unlucky explorer's incorrect conclusion that this creature adheres to a pattern of peaceful, quiet behavior led to an unfortunate incident. In fact, this beast exhibits intensely hostile aggression tendencies, aiming at prey and ramming them at full speed. Yeah, I know that too well. So there's still 2 more bosses. Oh, I remember what the last guy is now. I'm like, I remember this one, but I couldn't remember this guy. And with this, you have collected the Nature's Candy series. Avant-garde veggies for modern gourmets. You've collected the Sweet Tooth series. Heavens on the tongue, havoc on the tooth. We have collected the Cook's Arsenal series. These apparatus are to turn in a tasty profit. You've collected the Husband's Tears series. Women cry with joy, men just cry at the price. You've collected the Mystical Energy series. These magnetic reactors powers as alien planets. No, that's it? Okay, I know there was still a lot more to go, but I didn't think it was this many. Okay, the Seed of Greed. The Wistful Wild is an especially vicious region. The creatures there have had to battle hard to survive in this unforgiving landscape. That's probably why they evolved such an ill temper. For instance, this planet's berries suck the nutrients from the surrounding flora. Huh, interesting. The Child of the Earth. Today, buried in a deep hole, I found a vegetable that I've never seen before. This dark-dwelling vegetable stores all of its nutritious energy at its root. The ship named it the Child of the Earth, and I think it's fitting. What a shocking taste. I suppose young people like Louis might find it tasty, but the flavor is too intense for me. According to the ship's analysis, this gourd contains extremely better seeds. However, this analysis was done by a machine, so I'm not completely convinced. Normally I wouldn't mind trying it myself, but I haven't been feeling well since I ate that toxic berry. Alright then. The Grow Shroom. According to the ship's analysis, you'll grow into a giant if you eat one of these. I'd like to field test one of those babies. I wonder what would happen if I fed it to a purple pikmin. I paid off all the company's debts, but I found myself returning to this planet yet again. This time I must find and rescue Louis. I've been scourging the wilderness we've landed on. As I scour this region, I can't help but feel lonely for my fatigued sidekick. Even if he does eat all the ship's onboard snacks, because of my loneliness, I've dubbed this rough region the Wistful Wilds. Maybe I'm just missing something, but okay. I've never tasted a nut quite like this. It's difficult to explain, but it tastes like sorrow. P.S. I can't shake the feeling that I've been here before. Aha! This must be the exact spot where I crash-landed last time! Yep. As I grow older, I've observed that I'm becoming crankier. Today I flew off the handle over a trifling matter. I feel like such a fool. I must learn to control my Curtis temper. I can't allow a bad attitude to erode teamwork on this vital mission. If we sold a snack like this on Hagatate, everyone would get addicted to it. I should probably feel bad about making everyone on my planet fat, but as the ship always says, business is business. This looks like some part of a crustacean. Its shape vaguely remembles a pair of scissors, but I've never seen anything quite like it. It's fair to assume this creature has already perished, but I don't understand why it hasn't already begun to fossilize. Perhaps it was eaten by another creature and it spat out those unwanted parts. Whoa there, that's just crazy talk. Yeah, I want to say this is part of the Bloy store, because it did look like it was missing an arm. The milk tub. It seems that there's no shortage of daughters that think their fathers stink. I've never had that problem, but I must be hard on those poor fathers. I should take advantage of it, but I'm sure that stink epidemic increases the value of this treasure. Smelly fathers could take a dip in this potable milk pool, and their daughters would adore them for their farm fresh scent. Eh? Eh? The Princess Pole. Salvaging this treasure was a dangerous and difficult task. I found it deep in the bowels of a dank, predator-infested cavern. My only hope of survival was to strategically use all 5 color of pikmin. I don't think it took that much, but okay, all in all. I'm captivated by this treasure's unique glimmer. I found it at a breathtaking complex of caverns. I'm glad to see I'm already enjoying the fruits of my labor. I get really scared when women get angry with me. Wives and daughters have sinister ways of getting back at their forgetful fathers. These parts join together to form an elegant treasure. Naturally, seeing these two separate makes me sad. I suppose what really makes me sad is the fact that I'm separate from my family. Well, separated from my family. My investigation has concluded that this object embodies the spirit of comedy, but when it comes to humor, not even this item can stand up to my unrivaled power of hilarity. Too bad the president doesn't appreciate my comedic genius. This shape resembles a mammal's appendage, but I have no idea what it actually does. It's dripping what can only be described as beast drool. I can't blame the ship for not wanting to touch it. I don't even want to touch it either. But I've got a duty to my mission, and sometimes a captain has to take one for the team. The ship is noisy, but nothing compares to the boss's insane chatter. Blah blah blah. It never ends. He could learn a lot from the noiseless, disembodied head. Louis's quiet nature was hard to adjust to, but now I've grown to appreciate the peace and quiet. I have a confession to make. I've become enamored with this object. I know, I shouldn't fall for company property, but I can't suppress these feelings forever. Oh, I'm afraid with how many treasures we still have left to collect. Ooh, boy. The ship has a lot of self-importance for a machine, apparently. Apparently, machines can exhibit human characteristics, after all. Perhaps they even have a soul. If that is true, then maybe you can walk them to the ground until their spirit is broken and they stop giving you lip. Oh no, I'm turning into the president! Among the treasures we collected today, many of them have strange scrawlings on them. Unfortunately, the alien writings are indecipherable. But the picture can be understood easily enough. This one seems to have a picture of a fruit on it. Ah, if that's the case, then this canister must contain sweet nectar. A quick taste wouldn't hurt. And okay, that's the last of that.